From Richard Mille's $2 million masterpiece to the world's most exclusive watch brands, explore timekeeping redefined. Number 10. Jaeger-LeCoultre. Antoine LeCoultre founded the Swiss watchmaker Jaeger-LeCoultre in 1833. Famous people have worn his timepieces, including Charlie Chaplin and Jay-Z and Kit Harington more recently. The company is credited with developing the world's tiniest mechanical watch movement, breaking records for thinnest watch movements, designing one of the most intricate timepieces ever made, and developing the millionometer, the first device capable of measuring a micrometer. The Reverso Classic Monoface watch, which is currently Jaeger-LeCoultre's entry-level model, costs as little as $4,300. Number 9. Rolex. The history of Rolex, undoubtedly the most recognizable name in luxury watchmaking, dates back to its founding in London in 1905 as Wilsdorf and Davis. The company was started by German businessman Hans Wilsdorf and his brother-in-law Davis. With the release of the Oyster, the first watch that was completely waterproof, in 1926, Rolex established its reputation. Rolex watches have come to be associated with success and luxury, becoming a favorite among the rich and famous. Rolex watches typically start at roughly $5,000. In actuality, the priciest Rolex, Paul Newman's Rolex Daytona, was auctioned off for the astounding sum of $17.8 million. Also at ninth place, Jacob & Co. As a 16-year-old apprentice, Jacob Arabo started his career in the world of exquisite jewelry and timepieces. Jacob & Co. is the ideal option for individuals who are not particularly interested in a traditional dial. The company is distinctive for its extraordinary ingenuity. A clock with a roulette table, a dragon, or a piano on the dial is available here. The collection, like the Astronomia, establishes new benchmarks. It has extremely intricate designs, such as a transparent, spinning solar system. These timepieces frequently sell for more than $1 million. The Billionaire Watch, which sells for $18 million, is the priciest model offered by Jacob & Co. Both watch manufacturers share the ninth spot in our ranking because their beginning prices are roughly $5,000, just like Rolex's. Number 8. Blancpain. The oldest watch company in the world is Blancpain, which was established in 1735. Jean-Jacques Blancpain began creating watches at a small Swiss town, and the company remained family-owned for nearly 200 years before joining the Swatch Group in 1992. Since its introduction in 1953, the Blancpain 50 Fathom series has developed into one of the most dependable and popular divers' watches. Blancpain watches typically start at roughly $13,000. Number 7. Vacheron Constantin. The oldest continuously operating watchmaker in the world, Vacheron Constantin was established in 1755. They are credited for developing the first recognized days and dates problems in 1790. They also created the first 6-quarter repeater watches, which, at the wearer's desire, can chime the hours and quarter hours. The watch industry was revolutionized when George August joined the company in 1839 and was able to standardize the watch movements into calibers. As shown with the 56 automatic model, Vacheron Constantin timepieces start at roughly $13,000. Number 6. Breguet. Breguet, one of the few high-end watch companies founded in France, has its corporate headquarters in Switzerland. A Swiss watchmaker named Abraham Louis Breguet founded his company in Paris in 1775. Napoleon Bonaparte himself is one of the many well-known figures who preferred Breguet timepieces. The Marie Antoinette pocket watch, which was ordered by Marie Antoinette's previous husband, is the most well-known design. It took 40 years to complete this magnificent timepiece, and the pocket watch is now worth $30 million. Every woman is a queen, according to the company's motto. For this brand, the starting price is $15,000. Number 5. A. Lange & Son. Ferdinand Adolphe Lange established the company in 1845, and his two eldest sons joined in 1868. As a result, the company came to be known as A. Lange & Son. The German high-end watchmaker is renowned for only making mechanical movements. About $17,300 is the starting price for these timepieces. The likes of Bill Clinton and Ed Sheeran have been spotted sporting A. Lange & Son timepieces. A. Lange & Son displays the most costly watch in Germany, the Grand Complication, which is a work of watchmaking art. The model, which is constructed of rose gold and has 876 components, had 7 problems. 7 years were spent on it by specialists. There are only 6 models in the entire globe, and each one costs about $2 million. Number 4. Patek Philippe. Antoine Norbert de Patek and François Chapek started the watch company Patek in 1839, and it is still the only privately owned watch company in Geneva. The winding crown, which the company is credited with creating, profoundly altered how watches were used at the time by doing away with the necessity for a separate key to wind the movement or set the time. The Aquanaut with an automated movement is the entry-level model for the brand, with a starting price of $18,600. The Grandmaster Chime 6300 A010 is at the top of the list of all-time costliest Patek Philippe timepieces. The watch was one of the most expensive timepieces ever when it was sold at the auction for $31 million. Number 3. Audemars Piguet. Jules Louis Audemars and Edward Auguste Piguet established Audemars Piguet in 1875. The company combined the established principles of watchmaking with the advancing technological know-how of the day. The Royal Oak Offshore's 42mm diameter at the time of its initial introduction in 1993 was seen as exceptionally large for the time. The timepieces exude toughness and resiliency, which finally caught the eye of famous people like Jay-Z and Leo Messi. As evidenced by the Royal Oak Quartz model, the starting price for the brand is $20,700, beginning with the Black Panther edition, which is limited to only 250 pieces. The partnership with Marvel Entertainment ushers in a new era in the history of Royal Oak concept. This watch is thought to cost around $170,000. Number 2. F.P. Journe. François-Paul Journe established F.P. Journe in 1999, a watchmaker that adheres to the methods used in the 18th century. With an annual output of less than 900 watches and its cutting-edge movements that are expertly constructed with attention to every last detail, they satisfy the requirements of even the most discerning watch collectors. The Astronomic Blue, the brand's most costly watch, sold for $1.9 million at the 2019 Only Watch charity auction. F.P. Journe has starting entry fees of $26,000 and above. Number 1. Richard Mille. The most expensive watch brand on our list is Richard Mille, which has been in operation since 1974. The supply of these timepieces is quite constrained. The RM016 Extra Flat, which costs $60,000, is allegedly the least expensive RM right now. It should be noted that finding an RM watch for less than $100,000 is uncommon. According to media sources, the Tourgalan RM56-02 Sapphire watch by Richard Mille is the priciest model. It costs $2 million. The delicate movement can be seen up close inside this watch thanks to its 3-piece sapphire glass casing. The case is water-resistant up to 30 meters and has a titanium base plate. This limited edition model was only made in 10 pieces. Thanks for tuning in.